اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وارحمهم كما ربونا صغارا. Amen. Respected sisters, I ask Allah in this beautiful first Jumu'ah of the month of Ramadan to make us among those who are free from hellfire. Ameen. Ya Allah, declare us every day in Ramadan, Allah frees some people from Jahannam. May Allah make us among those. Ameen. And He will never call you to hell. Once He frees you, no matter what you do, it means He will make you avoid major sins. That's what it means. You will not fall into major sins. Minor, yes, but major, no. So Rasulullah used to ask Allah to free him and the Sahaba from Jahannam. Every day, ask Allah to free you from Jahannam. Because we are all candidates. We are all candidates to go to hell. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we beg Him and we insist on Him, He will, inshallah. Especially on the day of Jumu'ah, like today. Today is a great day, first Jumu'ah of the month. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so merciful because it's Jumu'ah and it is the month of Ramadan.
Sheikh, since you mentioned about family, we have to keep good relation with kid and kin,
Sure.
blood relative. Can you just give us, maybe elaborate a little bit in terms of what does good relation means in terms of, let's say, the bare minimum, and also what is the best, from the lowest to the, you know, the two extremes, so that we can
1 to 10.
We can visualize a little bit more.
Okay. Okay.
And also in cases where, because you know, keeping good relations, sometimes it takes two to tango.
Yes.
So what if the other party is like not keeping good relation with you?
True.
So a bit of a practical sort of guide, if you can sort of
Sure.
elaborate. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Very good question. Sisters, no matter what happens, make sure cutting off the relationship doesn't come from you. You don't start that.
Yeah.
No matter what happens between, let's say, you and your sister, between you and your brother, between Rahim is this. Rahim is not Rahima. Rahim is the womb. The womb. Okay? Anyone related to you through the womb here is usually mother or grandmother. So who is related to you through the womb?
Siblings is the immediate one, and then
No, parents, first parents. Because your father also,
yeah.
father, the womb. What makes you inside your mother's womb? Your father too. Father and mother. Brothers, sisters,
Cousins.
and people related to you through this.
Yes,
No, uncles.
uncles.
Because grandmother, aunties,
Yeah.
cousins, nephews,
Nieces.
and nieces.
Yeah.
These are what you call the immediate, here paternal, maternal. Okay. When we say uncles and aunties, paternal. These are the immediate family. And the immediate family are parents, brothers and sisters. Okay. When a problem arises, make sure it is not you who cuts the relationship. Even if you were at fault. Let's say you made the mistake. But you apologized, or let's say you left the discussion. Doesn't mean you don't want to visit them anymore. You don't want them to visit you. This is where the mistake happens. But let's say you got so angry with one of your family members, hopefully not parents, and you left. They thought you cut off the relationship. You visit them in Hariraya, you invite them for Makan, they invite you, you go. but you say, no, I will not deal with them anymore. That is wrong. That is cutting off Silatul Rahim. So, what can I do to them? These people. The best thing, you are so much obliged to your parents. It is your parents that you are obliged to step on every desire or whatever your nafs wants for the sake of Allah than for their sake. You have to go against your wishes to please them. Okay? As long as you please Allah. For example, what does it mean to please them although against your will? Let's say your mom says, my daughter, please go visit your sister. And you really cannot do that, but you do it for Allah's sake. You have a big problem with your sister or your brother, and mother or father or both of them ask you to, please, you go. Don't say, no, I cannot do it, sorry, I do everything except this. For the sake of Allah and for the parents, you do it. So the minimum is to be there for them during need. When they need you, you are there for them. That's the minimum. And you keep at least once or twice a year visit to them, or they come to visit you. This
they
is...
are far, Sheikh?
Huh?
They are far, let's say they are overseas?
No, we're talking about those you can visit easily.
How do we keep good relations if they are far?
Phone call,
WhatsApp.
occasions. WhatsApp, phone call, Skype. Alhamdulillah, now we have the means. But not every day necessarily. Unless you love them so much, they love you, they ask about you. Some people take what you call effort to maintain the relationship. These people, alhamdulillah, of course, within your means, because sometimes they may call you in the wrong time. And you are not, like now I'm teaching and someone calls. You see what I mean?
Even if they are not the same religion with you?
Even. Because that could be a way for them to become Muslims. Yes. And I told you, always the people who will hurt you are those who are too close to you. Remember this. And that's why it hurts, because they are too close. You don't expect it from them. But in life, sisters, expect everything. In life, please, expect everything, so that you don't be surprised or not shocked, broken. Shocks are part of life. So, keep salam, keep once or twice a year visitation. You have to, at least occasions. Like now, Hari Raya is coming, inshallah. It's your golden chance. It's okay. And sometimes you don't have to go on one-on-one to visit them. It could be when people are there. So less attention and less tension. Less attention and less tension. You don't have to attend to them that much. They don't. And less tension because few other friends are there, family. MashaAllah. Just be nice, sisters. Life is short. And you will, look, sometimes ask yourself, what's the problem between me and so-and-so? You find it, wallahi, childish. It's not like they accused you in your honor. Let's say your sister accused you of stealing or committing zina, or these are things, sorry, here I don't forgive you. But I don't know what. Who should be nicer to mommy or daddy more than the other? Who should take the mommy and whose turn? It's nonsense. Sisters, teaching is between 7 and 14. I told you that. That's where your children will never forget what they learned then. See, that's why, look, they are the target. The age between 7 and 14 is the target of Disney. Think about it. They know psychology. That's why Rasulullah ﷺ encouraged us to play with our kids until the age of 7. Be playful. Let them play. 7 to 14, teach them. 14 to 21, and befriend them, befriend. So every one of you should be friend for her teenage daughter. Man, teenage son. 14 and 21, khalas, you cannot change anything. And by 21, they're supposed to be where? With you, still with you? Thank you very much. Bon, kus, takbir. Okay, so Sayyidina Hud alayhi salam, Prophet Hud alayhi salam, was sent to these people as a mercy to remind them, because Allah could have destroyed them, right? Without any notification. No. Instead, they said, Man ashaddu minna quwwa. Who is stronger than us in might? Now you call on him. He has to prove to you that he is stronger than you. That's why, sisters, be careful of certain words. Certain words are very destructive. Like I, saya. If you use the word I in arrogant way, definitely it will bring you destruction. Saya, saya. I. Number two, indi, I have. I have. No, not only boasting. Yeah, boasting. Also, you are trying to show to people that you don't need them. Even the Sultan needs. The Sultan with all his crown, he still needs people to help him and look after him. Only Allah doesn't need anyone. So what made Qarun be destroyed is the word indi. إِنَّمَا أُوتِيتُهُ عَلَى عِلْمٍ عِنْدِي. I made this money because I have the smartness, I have the intelligence. And what destroyed Fir'aun? The word li. Li, which is I have, but physical. Li, when you, for example, li, students. Students are humans. So you use the word li. Li zawja, I have a wife. Li awlad. But you don't say li sayyara, car. Sayyara, you use the word indi. Arabic. SubhanAllah, amazing. You say indi sayyara, indi bayt, indi kitab, indi qalam. So material things, you say indi. Human beings and this. So you say li rab or indi rab? Li rab. Li rab, yahmini, I have a God who will protect me. These two words, if you use them boastfully, arrogantly, they destroy you. Because they are connected to ana, saya. So this is the word, the dangerous word. Saya faham. People are still explaining to you, saya faham.
The ayah that you...
Yeah. Ahu, what is... No, tatahu tak faham. What is tatahu? No problem.
I don't.
No, I know. What is I know? Tahu. Saya tahu, but you don't say it like, thank you, now I understand. Tahu.
I am commanding you, seek the forgiveness of your Lord and turn to him in repentance, that he may grant you good enjoyment for a term appointed, and bestow his abounding grace to every owner of grace, i.e. the one who helps and serves needy and deserving, physically and with his wealth, and even with good works. But if you turn away, then I fear for you the torment of a great day.
Very good. So then he explained, what does it mean to invite them to worship only one God, Allah Azza wa Jalla, without shirk, and that he is warner and a person who brings good news. Then he told them, I want you to make istighfar to Allah because definitely you sin, and make tawbah, stop. Tawbah, sisters, means to stop. If you don't stop, you are not tawbah, and you have never made it. You stop not wearing hijab. Let's say sister doesn't wear hijab yet. Her tawbah is to stop not wearing hijab, meaning to start wearing hijab. That's the tawbah. If she did not wear hijab yet, until now, that's not tawbah. But Sheikh, she's praying. Of course she's praying, as if she's doing me a favor. What's the tawbah of a sister who doesn't wear hijab? To wear it. What's the tawbah of a brother or sister who drink alcohol? To stop. What's the tawbah of a person who borrows money from banks? To stop. So tawbah, please just put big sign stop. Whatever you're doing, then it's tawbah. Because that's the first thing before you cry. You may not even cry. You have no tears. But your tawbah is so nasuh, mashallah, Allah accepted it. Some people cry every 5 minutes, but they never stop. Is that tawbah? So please, I was wrong. Ya Allah, please forgive me. I will stop what I used to do, the nonsense I used to do. That's what's tawbah. So he told them, make istighfar and make tawbah, then Allah will benefit you in dunya. He will give you so much. So do you see, the sisters, the beauty of istighfar and making tawbah? That Allah gives you barakah here in dunya before you die. He starts blessing you. One of the best ways to increase rizqi is astaghfirullah. A lot of astaghfirullah. Make istighfar and tell me how much money you are getting. Don't tell me how much, but just say, Sheikh, you're right. Rizqi is coming right and left. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, atubu ilayh. Tawbah, istighfar, 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 istighfar. Morning, afternoon, dhuhr, asr, maghrib. Then you see barakah. You see your children blessed. Because istighfar. So istighfar and tawbah will lead to barakah in life, and to fadl, bounty. Allah will give you bounty in dunya. But if you don't, he told them, oh Muhammad, tell Quraysh, like Hud told his people, if you don't, then I'm so afraid for you that Allah will send you one day his punishment. And that punishment is going to be big, basar, kabir. It's not a small. And unfortunately, it came to the people of Hud, because they refused. He reminded them of another reality that most of us forget. Except when we see someone dead, or we go to the grave, or we hear death. Most of us forget. Did you remember death this morning? Honestly. Did any one of you remember death? For him or her? Maybe you remember the loved one who passed away. You, like, I may die today, Tuesday, 25th of June. Did you talk to yourself like that? Yes. If you did, then good, you're a good person. If not, it could be our last day. Who said? No guarantee. Right or wrong? Yes. Very good. So, we need to remember that. Very good. Do we remind people like this? Do we tell people, we are going, like I'm doing with you? We need to. Children, come here. You know, one day we go back to Allah. So please be careful. How many mothers and fathers are doing this? Or you say, Sayang, go sleep so that you don't miss school. Not so that you don't miss Salat al-Fajr. So we are making them, did you go study so that you get good grades? Of course, that's good. But did you remind him that one day, my son, either you go before me or I go before you? Yes. That's where. Good to have education. Parents must talk to their kids about education, but it's not everything. If you see me as a father just telling the kids about school, it means I'm really just giving them the dunya. And I'm telling them dunya is more important. I'm not saying it verbally, but they are even getting it from me. But when I say, my children, the most important thing in life is Salat al-Fajr. So we get up for Fajr, we do Fajr, then Allah will bless the whole day. And please go study. Now, let's say. So I did what? Balance. وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Not only to our Lord, Allah is our return, but Allah has the power to do anything. Meaning, don't worry about other things. He will help you. Wallahi sisters, Salat al-Fajr, if you pray it on time, worry about nothing that day. Add 2 or 4 rak'ahs of duha and tell me what will happen. You see yourself blessed. Everything done to you because you please Allah. So He will please you. I am worried for you if you die with riba. Honestly, sisters, that's my biggest sadness maybe if I come to know you didn't solve that and you went. Because you can. It's just you need courage. But Sheikh is my husband. Save yourself. Your husband will not save you. At least you. Sheikh, I don't have. You always say, I'm happy it was him. No. You say it was him and Yawm al-Qiyamah he will say it was she. She never encouraged me. Riba is a big problem. Big sin. Sisters, is more than zina. Na'udhu billah, what would we say if we find a man and woman coming with zina? You say, it's bad, haram, why you do that? Shame on you. Nah. It's 36 times zina. Na'udhu billah. Okay. I am just reminding you, my sisters. They don't want to listen to you, O Muhammad. It's not they don't hear you. They hear you perfectly, loud and clear. But they don't want. Many brothers and sisters hear the truth, like adhan. Hayya ala salati, hayya ala al-falah. Tell me one Muslim doesn't know it. Show me one who doesn't know that come to prayer, come for success. I say ta'mahu, saya ta'mahu success. I pray, but I pray in my house. But brother, 27 stairs in paradise, better than 1 stair in paradise when you pray alone. Ta'mahu, come I give you 27 times your salary. Your salary is 5,000. I give you 27 times. Say ta'mahu. So don't blame me tomorrow. When you see others, mashallah, with mountains of good deeds, and they live shorter than you. They didn't live as long as you lived. But that brother and sister, the moment they make tawbah, mashallah. A class like this, how much pahala?
3 hours.
3 nights of Taraweeh. Class like this. You need first to wait for Ramadan, fast the whole day, and pray Taraweeh with an imam and jama'ah to get the pahala of this. 3 nights. So, one class was in front of you. Why they do that? Why they close up their chests? That they may hide from him. They don't want. They wish they don't see him. They wish they don't. You know, true. Sometimes we don't want to see some righteous people. You know why? Because they just remind us. No. Yeah, they remind you of what you should do. There are certain sisters, you don't feel happy to meet them because they are into classes, tawbah. She could do what you cannot do yet. But another one, you're so happy to see her. Why? Because she's just like you or less than you. She's more material than you. Oh, there is sale in Manutama. Let's go. You see what I mean? Sometimes when you see a righteous, honest person, he or she, you feel a little bit uncomfortable. There is a reason why, psychology. Because they are reminding you what you're supposed to be. This is why the West hates hijab. Because in their subconscious, that's exactly how a woman should be. You cannot be better than them. Instead of telling his wife, and be like that woman, look at her. Look how, mashallah. And I showed you the photo of lollipop. Covered and lollipop not covered. The ants go where? Show just that to someone, and then they think we are oppressing women. That's oppression. Oppressing you, wallahi al-azim, when I lie to you and make you feel like when you remove your clothes you are free. Yes, you are free to go to hell. I'm not telling you to go to hell. I'm just stopping there. So, no doubt, they did that so that they hide from you, oh Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They don't want to meet you. Because you keep reminding them of values, and they don't want values, of Tawheed, and they don't want Tawheed, they want many idols. Surely, even when they cover themselves with their garments, they still feel like that. He knows, Allah, that whatever they do, even when they cover, when you cover under, I don't know what you're doing when you cover yourself, let's say with blanket. Allah knows. Tell them that, oh Muhammad. Because they used to cover themselves. When he's coming, they do this. Yes, at the end, Allah is pleasing Allah. Look, sure. What did Rasulullah say when we have someone sick? He said, Dawu martakum bis sadaqah. Try sadaqah first. You would say to all KPG and wallahi it will. Yeah, sadaqah. When you have someone sick, give sadaqah. But not only when someone gets sick. Now, but when there's more. And one of the best sadaqah, sisters, is slaughtering the sheep. Allah loves that. You slaughter the sheep and you give the meat to the needy. Yes. That's it. You slaughter it for Allah's sake. Ya Rab, it's fresh meat, because the best meat is the fresh one. Alhamdulillah. You cannot do it yourself. Tell someone to do it on your behalf. It doesn't have to be in Malaysia necessarily. It could be in Mecca, in Medina, in Algeria, in Africa, in Rohingya, Syria. Can. Then Allah will heal that person. Or is his pain the least? Isn't that in itself an achievement? MashaAllah. This is the ayah that actually every Muslim need to know about rizqi. Look, sisters. Can you please just relax? Relax when it comes to your rizq and death. These two. Done. Before Allah even He created the heavens and earth, He already knew you were coming, and He has already given you rizq, and He has given you age, when to die. When to die and how much you get before you die. Written by Allah. They don't increase, they don't decrease. And no one can bring death to you before time, and no one can add or minus your risk. That's why relax. Relax in terms of what? In terms of mind, meaning no stress. But physical, Sheikh, if I see danger coming, should I move out? Of course. Don't say no, I stay here, the train is coming. If it is not my ajal, nothing will happen. No, I didn't say that. You have to run away. But you shouldn't worry. Am I going to die on a plane, or by car, or at home, or in hospital? That's done. The risk also doesn't mean you don't work, you don't travel to get some risk, but you shouldn't worry.